Hello friends, in this lesson we will talk about a few basic features of Arabic. We mentioned that Quranic Arabic is classical Arabic. What does it mean that Quranic Arabic is classical Arabic? Because Arabic is spoken in two forms, dialect and classical Arabic. Arabs speak local dialect Arabic among themselves in daily life, but this is not the written language. For example, on the Al Jazeera channel, programs are conducted in classical Arabic, as on other channels. Recently, Arabic series are also being produced. Even though local Arabic is used, mainly the Egyptian and Syrian dialects are spoken. However, since written Arabic is classical Arabic, when we say Arabic, we mean classical Arabic. This is what we aim to teach in our book. Yes, that's the first point. Second, in Arabic, there is no distinction between uppercase and lowercase letters. We say A in Arabic. You write B, again B. There is no other. Arabic is written from right to left. If I write my own name, Nihal, first I write Ni, then I write Nihal. So in Turkish, I'm moving in this direction. But in Arabic, I'm going in that direction, and first I write N, then he, then I have an extended alif, and then I make I. When reading, it's pronounced Nihal, since letters come together to form words. For instance, if I were to write Hassan here, Hassan. Hassan is not written like this in Arabic. If they were written separately, it would be like this. But in Arabic, it's like the cursive writing in Turkish, where the tail of Ha goes, the tail of Se goes. Here, Nun, Hassan. This is how it is written. What we mean is that it is written in a connected way. That's what we mean. There are only letters that do not connect, like Alif, Dal, Zay, Ra, Zay, and Wa. These do not connect with the ones following them. There is such a difference. Fifthly, some letters are read with elongation. In Turkish, we say. Actually, of course, this is also a word that comes from Arabic. I prolonged it like haha, this. We extended it like this. If we say halen, it means immediately. Halen tal halen, come immediately. This is how we extend it. For example, let's say dirt. When we say dat, this is how we extend it. Say it. In a Turkish, when extending the word din, we represent the extension with y. So there are things like extending you and I. It's not very foreign to us, but there is no on sound in Arabic. In Arabic, we say bulbul, not bulbul. We will read it like this. For example, not Gülsüm, for example. Not Gülsüm, but Gülsüm. There are some sounds not present in Turkish. For instance, S, and then we talk about this lisping S, of course. Da also doesn't have this sound like this. Seventh, in Arabic, there is a definite and indefinite state that doesn't exist in Turkish. Like they in English. Like la in French, there does in German. Something not present in Turkish when it is definite. If we consider the word kalem, in Arabic it also means pen. If you say kalemun, it means any pen, el kalem. When you say it, you are referring to a specific pen. Briefly, this is what we mean by definiteness and indefiniteness in a simple sense. 8. Gender, both femininity and masculinity, is present in nouns and verb conjugations. There is a distinction between femininity and masculinity. For example, manager. When we say müdür, we mean a male director. When we say mudira or mudire, women, a female manager. So again, words that have come to us from Arabic, we can see these distinctions like salih, saliha, kerim, kerime in people. Such things relate to gender. However, in Arabic, such things apply to animals, plants, inanimate objects, items, concepts as well. For example, when you say kalb, it's a male dog. If you say palbi, this femininity marker called onnes becomes a female dog, but this school. For example, the word school is feminine. How do we know? From the closed ta at the end. It's already explained when it comes to a place, but initially there are such differences. For instance, when you say bib, it is a masculine word. We will explain. Do not let this surprise you. Yes, these are features of Arabic. Ninthly, in Arabic, letters are inherently silent. Vowels provide sound to the letters. Normally, when you write like this, come, like this. You wrote something. You can't make sense of this. In Arabic, it was like this initially. Then punctuation came. And later on, vowels were added. To read this, defter, we place vowels like this. For example, da. Even this dot wasn't there in the past. Something like this. When I wrote it in class, some read it as kitab, some as kebab. Demu, dianda, dia. But I'm intending this as kitab when writing it. If we write its dots and its movements, it becomes tip. So, for example, if we do this as B, we can read this as A, B, ba. If it goes like this, if it is like this, the last vowel of a word depends on its position within the sentence. It can change. And this is entirely a matter related to grammar rules. What does this mean now? The final letter, vowel of the word changes within the sentence. Arabic is such a language. There is Irab at the end of words, and it can change depending on its place in the sentence. For example, you took the word Muhammad, J-E. You said Muhammad. Muhammad came. Then let's say I saw Muhammad. Mercy from Allah. Muhammad. Then let's say I greeted Muhammad. I greeted Muhammad. Now the word Muhammad here is the subject, that is, who is coming, Muhammad. The case ending here is Muhammadun. Ra'aytu, I saw. Whom did I see? Muhammad. Here it answers the question, whom, in the object case. This is called the object of the verb. It takes the fatha case ending. When salam teala is followed by a preposition, the ending changes to Muhammadin. This is seen in examples like Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin, where the final vowel changes according to its place in the sentence. This is called grammar, referred to as nahif in Arabic. When saying the word Muhammad, Muhammad came. I saw Muhammad. I greeted Muhammad in Turkish. But here is Muhammadi, Muhammade, Muhammadi. Look, ending in e or a, it changes for us too. In Arabic, these are shown with diacritics. This is important for grammar, but if you place too much importance on this at the initial stage of speaking, it will only hinder your speaking. While speaking, we already try not to pronounce the ends of words. Otherwise, if you consider these more, you will struggle more and won't be able to speak. Therefore, at the beginning stage, it's not necessary to focus too much on this. Yes, what is mu'annas? Mu'annas means feminine. It shows that the word is feminine. For example, let's say سيارة. The word سيارة, سيارة, the T at the end of this word shows us that it is feminine. مذكر means masculine. The word kalem, since there is no closed T or anything at the end, simply without prolonging it too much, because it's a beginner level. I mean, we explained it on the spot. Pen means masculine. It means masculine. Masculine means male. As we said before, in Arabic, femininity and masculinity are applicable to everything. Male, masculine, it means that muzakkar and eril are already the same thing. We see its equivalent in Turkish as masculine. Hareke, as we just mentioned, hareke is that motion, meaning it is what lets us read the word, what gives it motion. They are signs, feta, kesra, damla, shada, shida, they. After that, tanwin, these are called dual numbering. These movements, normally, diacritics are not actually written. We read as if they were there. In regular books, there are no diacritics, so that the Quran can be read easily and to prevent errors in reading the hadiths, as it was observed that foreigners made more mistakes. So, after the conquests, the number of people who became Muslim increased. Non-Arabs were making mistakes. Marks were added to prevent these mistakes. In normal books, other books, there are no markings. Since a person knows, they read correctly, and of course they struggle to read things they don't know. Yes, what we call grammar means syntax. Semi means learned by hearing. I mean, it's you'll learn whether it's masculine or feminine by hearing that some words are feminine. For example, some plurals are learned by hearing. These are things we'll understand at more advanced levels. Semi means learned by hearing. Mazi means mazi. Past tense, it means of the verb. For example, if you say ekele, it means ate, meaning the job is done. It corresponds to the past tense of the language in terms of time. As for the muzarif, muzari is the present tense. It means present time. Broad time, we say ya'kul. For the same verb, ya'kul, it means eats, is eating, eats food, is eating food. Friends, we can briefly say this as a start. I wish you good work. Goodbye.